So I caught a little tidbit the other day, and I was completely blown away to find out they're planning a Kylo Ren prequel. I haven't really talked that much about the sequel trilogy, but I will say Kylo Ren is one of my favorite characters. He's not been explored as much as I would like him to be. The whole story of how he turned to the dark side in the first place is still really confusing because we don't really know much about Snoke. We don't really know why he did, other than just that he felt isolated, and then he thought his uncle was going to kill him in his sleep. So, maybe there's good reason. I don't know. That's up for debate. He clearly went to the dark side, but he also had some time before that we know very little about, because this is all new canon. Disney did away with all the old canon, so introduced new characters. The whole character of Ben Solo is, in fact, a new character.
You are so right.
I think it's really interesting that a lot of people were turned off by Kylo Ren's character for one thing, when he lost to Rey. But another thing is whenever he took off his mask. But I thought that I get why they're doing the mask, but I also really loved the concept of how he used it to literally hide his expressions and his pain and his conflict. And Snoke pointed that out. Kylo Ren had, to me, the most interesting arc in The Last Jedi. As much as I loved Rey, her arc was not as fully developed as Kylo Ren's, which is interesting because she's more the protagonist than he is. His character is forced many times throughout the film where he is forced to make a decision to pull towards the light or the dark. Because right now he's in the dark, but he keeps pulling to the light at times. Whereas Rey is tempted by the dark a little bit, but she never actually fully embraces it. That's why when they tease her going to the dark side in this film, The Rise of Skywalker, I don't know if anybody actually really takes that seriously. I mean, if they do that, that's really bold, but how do you do that for the third film, the finale? I mean, are they going to give Rey a really tragic ending? I don't know. But anyways, I know a lot of people are turned off to Kylo Ren's character because of, he's just not as strong as Darth Vader. I'm sorry. People have pointed that out a number of times. I totally agree with that idea. Traitor! But does that make him less interesting? I don't think that's the case. I don't think necessarily a character's strength makes them more or less interesting. With Rey, it's kind of confusing because she's just super powerful and good at everything, and I have no idea how. I understand some of it, but some of it still doesn't add up. Kylo Ren's abilities kind of make sense, but then to me it's more of his story and his character rather than just about how powerful he is.
The night I destroyed his temple, did he tell you why?
I know everything I need to know about you.
You do? You do.
I don't really know what's going to happen in The Rise of Skywalker. I don't know if he's even going to survive the movie. I don't know if he's going to be redeemed. I don't know what's going to happen. But all I know is I want more Kylo Ren. That's what I want to see, and I'm going to get it. Did I mention this is a really exciting time to be a Star Wars fan, because we have The Mandalorian, The Rise of Skywalker, a new game coming out. We have the Obi-Wan Kenobi show. Hello.
Hello there.
Can I get an amen? And now we've got a Kylo Ren prequel. Excuse me. The only problem I have with Kylo Ren as a character, or Ben Solo, however you want to categorize him, is that they made him out to be so powerful in The Force Awakens. And I know I keep harping on this, but dude, he should not have lost that fight to Rey. And that is nothing against Rey as a character. I have nothing against her. I have absolutely nothing against female characters, strong female warrior characters of any kind. I have no problem with that. In fact, that has actually been a staple in Star Wars for a long time. I don't know if people realize that, but that's not a new thing to Star Wars. The only thing that's different is that the protagonist of the movies is a female, is Rey, which is totally cool because I love Rey. But my only problem with it is, again, like I said, her abilities seem to have already surpassed his, and it's just like, wait a minute, I thought he's been training for years, and he's the grandson of Anakin Skywalker. The first 5 minutes of the movie, he stops a blaster bolt in midair with the Force. I mean, that's absolutely incredible. So for him to get absolutely beaten like that, I don't really know I still don't know how to explain that. I had a theory a long time ago that he was so wounded that it was kind of affecting his ability to fight, but then I realized, well, dark side users tap into their pain and rage. That's how they draw more power in what they're doing and their fighting, is through that pain and through that rage. But it didn't seem to help him any because he still lost the fight. So, not that I wanted Rey to die, not that I even wanted her to be injured. I just wanted him to best her so that she would be able to build up her skills and come back and beat him in the next one, or maybe the finale or something like that. Because, like, even if you go to the old trilogy, so Luke barely gets to handle a lightsaber in the first film. The second film, he trains with Yoda for a short time and then gets absolutely destroyed by Darth Vader. And then it's not till the third film, when he's been training for a while and he's seen the error of his ways and he's had to overcome a lot, and then he's finally strong enough to beat Vader. Whereas in The Force Awakens, Kylo Ren is like clearly not as strong as Darth Vader because he lost. So I don't really know what to make of that. I'm just going to say I really hope they explore his younger days. I don't really know how you do that with Han Solo, Carrie Fisher. In fact, that may be problematic. If you're going to explore his younger days, back when they were both still alive, I don't know. They're not going to be able to play a very big part in the show, a very big role in the show. So I don't know what you do with that, but it could still work. It just, they might have to have a limited role. And it would probably give Mark Hamill a reason to reprise his role. I don't know that he wants to, but hopefully he would be up for it. So I'm excited for this show. I'm more excited about the Obi-Wan show because I'm more invested in his character, and to me, Ewan McGregor is just phenomenal as Obi-Wan Kenobi. He is, to me, one of the best things about the prequels. And to see him come back into that role in a time period that is so mysterious, and yeah, I probably would have been okay with it not being explored that much, but it is interesting to wonder what happened with Obi-Wan during his time on Tatooine. Recreated or something, I don't know, but that show excites me too. The Kylo Ren show is something I'm looking forward to, but there's so much on my plate right now with Star Wars that it's like, it's kind of the back burner. It's a nice thought, but I'm excited, but let's see how Star Wars does over the next few months, and then we'll go from there. Hopefully it will be worth the wait, and hopefully Disney is going to release solid content for the rest of the year and keep that going. I think they've learned their lessons. I hope so, because there's so much potential here. I mean, they just dropped a new trailer for The Mandalorian. I have to make a video about that soon because that show looks incredible. So, I don't know if you agree with that, but like I said, I like Kylo Ren. I hope to see more of him.
You have that look in your eyes from the forest. And you called me a monster.
You are a monster.
Yes, I am.
I hope he is featured a lot in The Rise of Skywalker. I would really like Rey and Kylo Ren to both be fleshed out a little bit more in this next film. So anyways, we'll see. I'm done rambling. Have a great night, and I will talk to you later. Bye.